Hello all, welcome back to episode number 81 of our Oxygen Not Included All Achievement Run. In our last episode, we kind of did some extras in regards to trying to figure out the different germs coming out of the bathroom, and we made a chlorine bath that I'm not sure is working entirely as intended, so we may change this up a little bit. But as of right now, it is working. We have a wheezewort here that also kills any germs that comes out of the liquid pipe. So we aren't really having too many issues at the moment with germs. But this is just something that we will need to look into and maybe adjust in a little while. But that's what we completed in the last episode. We started clearing the area up here so we can have another Aquatuner set up with the Steam Turbine specifically dedicated to the SPOM. We're going to have a separate one, and that's pretty much what we're going to complete in the short term, and then the long term we can adjust this pipes to accommodate that setup instead of going over here. So this will just focus on cleaning up the temperature of the cool steam vent instead of both of these at the same time. Some of the other stuff that we have is we may adjust the rocket a smidge. I may look at it and see if we can go inside the actual rocket itself, start preparing it so we can send a duplicate into space. We do need to get some research done, and the only way to do that is if we continue to provide more and more research database entries, and we can't get those unless we go out into space. So inside of here, what we're going to add, we will have like a wall toilet with a bunch of piping for the entry and exit. So if we look at the piping, we have in and outputs. The inputs we will use specifically for all of the good water, obviously, and then we'll probably have the bathroom toilet on this side, so the exit is right next to it. Anyways, that's kind of what we're looking into in this episode. So let's get started. Let's get this squared away, and then we will adjust the piping. Let's see. We are going to need oh yeah, we're gonna need a lot more steel. I think we're missing some for this specific Aquatuner, and that's okay. We will get more. Oh, it's just needing to be built. Okay, so we're good then. Some of the other things we need to do, we need to have Dom over here get to this diamond and cobalt. We want to send diamond and cobalt over to the other asteroid, since at this point in time it is a lot more important than what we currently have. So once this liquid lock is done, we will take this Atmos suit and start digging our merry way down into the oil biome, put an oil reservoir here, send oil over, and then also grab the diamond that we see. If we look at the materials overlay, when we choose metal, I believe, is it considered a metal or is it a mineral? Do mineral? No. What are you considered? Miscellaneous is what it is. Okay, so diamond is miscellaneous. We have it here, and we have it here. Oh, and we literally have it right next to this location. Okay, so all of this is going to need to be dug up. We're going to dig this up and this is going to be a ladder. Let's just go down right there, and then yeah, and then we'll open this all up, go all the way across. We're gonna get to that diamond. It's going to happen. Okay, and then with all of that queued up, it should allow us to get what we need, and then we can send it over, right? All right. I think we need a little bit more water here, though. Not regular water, but polluted water, since we're using that for our liquid lock currently. We don't have oil so we could put in here yet, but we will probably change that to oil later on, just like we did on the other asteroid. Now let's get rid of that. Oh, we have a bunch of Pacu. How's the food here? We have some bog jelly. We may need to send another duplicate to this side, but we'll worry about that in a little while. Okay, let's get some more kilograms of liquid. We should have moved this up one tile. That way if it overflows, it doesn't overflow too badly. Okay. We have a lot of water because we were pumping it out of this section here. We're going to go... What was I thinking here? Oh, I kind of see. No, I don't. Oh, I do. Okay, we need a bridge going this direction. And then what we are going to do is cut this right. No, not right there. We're going to cut this right about here. Yes. And then when this is done, we will just make another what am I thinking of here? My gosh, my words. Use my words. We'll just connect these up after we're done, once all this comes out. We do want to get that radiated pipe back. Oh, it's all made of radiant liquid pipe. There's a little bit over there. Okay. Now that that's done, let's build up a little bit more. This is looking fantastic. Let's check out where are we getting the liquid water from? We're getting it from over here. And the problem that we're gonna run into is this is not connected. Now it is. Because we have it, it's green. Automation is green. There's no power. Oh no. What happened here? We need that back. Otherwise we can't get the meat and then we'd run out of calories. Yeah, I don't know if we'll run out of calories. I lied. That was quite a bit of calories there. Cooked seafood. How do we get cooked seafood here? No, it's fine. We have a long hair larva right there, just kind of hanging out, providing some good decoration value. I believe we've actually maxed out our decoration value of 120. Yeah, even without the long hair slickster, I think we've maxed out. But I'm okay with that. I'd rather have that maxed out than not enough, right? Okay, we've got some idleness, so if that's the case, why don't we look at the temperature, make sure everything is going well. It is for the most part. So we have all of this up here kind of situated. What I'd like to do is get rid of these. We're going to put most of this behind this barrier eventually. And this is going to be our quote-unquote start to the industrial sauna, right? Let's look at the space module. Let's view the interior. Let's see. Rocketry. We want a telescope, so let's... Oh, wrong button. Let's go telescope. Can we flip it around? No, you can't flip it around. I guess the bathroom's going to be on the other side then. That's okay. Is it a station? Plumbing. It's got to be plumbing, right? Yeah, wall, toilet. Oh, I see. It needs to be on some sort of... Yeah, duplicate operation required. That's totally fine. We're going to have a couple of different... And then we want a plastic ladder. This is going to probably change, okay? But at least this will get us where we want to go with the plumbing. Okay, we can't do that yet. So, let's do a medicine. We'll throw a hand sanitizer right here. We can... What we will need is a door, right? These tiles get pretty compact, so we're only gonna allow like a small door, like a small area for our dedicated locations. I wonder if we're gonna be able to do that with little decoration. Furniture, comfy bed. Oh, it's 3. It's 3. Whoops. We'll just do this for now instead of those. But we do want to have at least plastic tiles. Helps with any radiation if we have any. Let's also get some... We're going to need 2 different things. We need... What do we need here? We need to have... Probably some refrigerators. Let's see. Food. Refrigerator. I don't know if we'll be able to have like a crazy mess hall. We'll probably need to do one of those. Do a mess table. And then... Let's see. Where is furniture? An arrow pot. Why not? Let's do that right in there. Okay. Yeah, I've seen some crazy setups for these bases. We're not going to get over the top for a lot of this. I'm going with plastic simply because we have so much of it. And we're just going to continue to get more and more. So that's kind of why we're using plastic in here. Let's do our wall toilet. Flip this around. There we go. Alright. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the base, make sure other stuff is getting done and accomplished. Excuse me. Okay, so let's see. We don't have enough there yet. We want to fill all this up with 1,000-ish kilograms, so that way our steam vent is done correctly. Let's actually... what are we going to do here? We're going to need a... Where is this output going? Okay, so this is going to go through, right? And then this is going to go down and over. And then what we do is... liquid bridge, force that over. We don't need this extra lining up here. So that's coming back right there. So then we also need a return going up, and then this one is going to cool. Yeah, this one is going to cool it. And then we need another liquid bridge going here-ish. I don't know. We'll wait for the liquid bridge once we know what we need. Once all this is done, we are going to need a ladder or 2. Perfect. New printables. What do we got? Brine. Okay. There we go. This is going to give us more water to throw in here, which we already have a bunch of, but we need a little bit more. It may get a little extra hot, so I don't want that to evaporate. Let's see, what's the temperature right now? Okay, it's pretty chilly, but them kind of meeting each other worries me. That's why we would rather use the crude oil, but we need to get to that next. Okay, we have plenty here. Let's go back to the other asteroid. A lot of stuff is going on over there, so we're good in that regard. Plenty of water coming in. We can get rid of those 3, 4. There we go. This is not working as we thought it would. So we're actually going to get rid of all of these extra pipes. Going to remove these weezeworts. It was kind of an experiment, kind of not. This water gets way too hot, right? And inside that temperature gets just of the water coming out of the steam vent, it gets way too warm. So we're going to figure out a way to cool this down and then move it around elsewhere. 73.9 degrees Celsius, right? So that's pretty toasty, right? If we scroll over here, this is 35.2 degrees Celsius. Well, inside there's 73.9. That's probably orange. Yeah, it's this orangish color. We are probably going to have overpressure, but that's okay. We have so much water. We don't really need this right now. We just want this to cool down. So that's okay. We're doing fine in that regard. Let's look at how well all this has been done. Okay. Not terrible. We also want some more of this. And again, we're not doing anything super fancy here. We just want enough food to last for a while, right? And then if we look at the power, these are the only power consumption that we have. Let's see, liquid import, gas import, or in output and input port. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. All that will get done. Wait, are we not going out with exosuits? We are not going out with exosuits. That is not good. Let's fix that. Yeah. We need to fix that issue right now. Because look at the radiation. It's too much. It's not safe. I can't believe we were doing that this whole time. Yeah, we aren't going to let them do that. We're going to build some... a bunch of Atmosuit docks. That way they're in and out of that nicely. Current wattage, okay. Unreachable module, unreachable storage. Okay. Destination not set, pilot aboard. Yeah, we don't have any of that set yet, but we're getting there, one step at a time. We'll do copy settings here. Alright. What is next? Oh, yes, that is correct. You know what would be helpful? If we did not turn off power to all of these things. What were you thinking, Dom? I honestly do not know. Because this is going to be our Pacu area. All this water is going to fall straight down. We're going to change it up so there's only like one feeder. We're going to have a couple of Auto sweepers, probably 2 of them. 1, 2. Wait. Oh. We may need to adjust this. Otherwise, we aren't going to be able to, we're not going to be able to reach everything with these 2. There we go. And once this is down, once all this water is down here, it's going to cool off the area. So I'm not very concerned at the moment, at least. Okay, let's get rid of these. And then this is going to be a door. The other side is also going to be a door. Oh wait, door. What am I saying here? Pneumatic door. Perfect. And then we want automation. No, shipping. Auto sweeper. 1 and 2. And then we want the conveyor loader. Honestly, let's just put them right to the left of these. Next thing to do. Open this up. And here we go. We're gonna do it. Wait for it. There's ice in this. Interesting. There's 24 tons of ice. Oh my gosh. Here it comes. Ready? You know this looks awfully familiar, doesn't it? Whoosh. There it goes. Woo. Look at all that water. That's great. Splish, splash, sploosh. Alright, and then what we're going to do next is we are going to deconstruct all of the buildings here. Deconstruct all of these buildings here. Did all of them fall down? I think so. Let's mop this up. Duplicants, assemble! There was a little bit more water than anticipated, but that's okay. There we go. See, and then the results of all of that water falling. Wait for it. Everything got a little bit colder. And we still have a bunch of more water. Oh man. It's fun watching stuff like that happen. Okay. So how cold is this? 22 degrees and then 28. So this is slowly cooling the area. Okay. Water should be close to moppable. Although I thought we had 5 Pacu. Oh, I know. Let's open this up. I bet some Pacu got stuck, just like they did in the last one. When we moved these the last time, our Pacu disappeared behind the door when they fell into it, which I thought was super bizarre, by the way. Here, we're gonna deconstruct that and then let them fix it up. Okay, let's mop all this up, please. We'll deconstruct the automation. There we go. That's better. All right, there seems to be a lot to do, so we can move it up a notch on the amount of. Why are you stressed? Soggy feet. Too bright? What do you... Oh. How did they get in there? That's rude. Wait. No, don't do that. Why don't we just wrangle it instead? Because we have an area that we are dropping them off, which is down here. We lost all of our shine bugs that we are not taking care of, by the way. Which I am okay with. I don't know about you. Okay, how's this doing up here? Alright, alright. Not enough liquid yet, but we're getting there. In fact, let's look at the temperature again. So this is staying nice and cold. I think it being in a cooler biome helps this. But we want this temperature to go down even more. And the only way we can do that is if we change the setup we currently have up here. So that is why we are doing this. Having its own cooler will make it even colder. Okay, and then we will set up both of how will we do this? I know what we'll do. We'll keep all this cold really easily. Alright, let's do power. We want, that's only 1,000, so that's not enough. We need this one right here. And then we're going to do for the heavy watt wires. Let's go, we have a lot of copper now. Let's go up and over. And then we'll add more just like that. Because it's going to be right there, I think. Yeah. And then with the plumbing, honestly, before we move on to cooling that, we should probably get some cobalt. Let's where's the, is this the input? That's the output. Where's the input? Input is right here. Allow manual use. Databanks, we want some ore. We want cobalt. There we go. All right, everything looks good over there. Let's continue. Mop this up, please. Let's make sure everything over here looks good. It does. Everything still needs to be mopped up. Oh, they can't reach this anymore. Let's open you and you. Again, a lot of this is specifically so we can make the, what is it we were going to make? We're going to be moving this over eventually. Moving all this over. Let's turn this off. Just cut that there, then it won't go anywhere. We're moving a lot of this materials and everything away from the volcano that we have right here. And the reason for that is we want to make a petroleum boiler probably in this section here. In the petroleum boiler is for two reasons. Number one, it controls the liquid magma, right? One square at a time. So you're not dealing with a giant amount of heat like you are down here when we were testing out the magma down here. So it does a couple things for us. It can provide power. It can provide not just power but also materials, the igneous rock, and it's going to provide us with petroleum by boiling all the crude oil. So that's going to be in the future, not anytime soon, unfortunately. There's a lot to do before that. We need a lot more research done. So I think that is going to be the focus for a little bit, is to get the research completed. we need Atmos suits, which is under station. We need some docks. We need... no, not this checkpoint. We want the docks first. 1, 2, 3. Deconstruct you. Deconstruct you. There we go. And then the checkpoint is going to be a little bit further. This way, all the duplicants can go out there that we will ever need. And they're all attached to the checkpoint. So that is one. Honestly, we should have this elsewhere, but this is specifically needed to get to our research in here. So perfect. They'll build all of those. We can deliver the suits. We have a lot of carbon dioxide down here. That's at 3 or 4 degrees. I'm not sure about that. Okay. How's the water in here? Okay, we're getting closer to the amount we want. A little bit more, and I will be satisfied. Power, conductive wire, go up and over like so. And then, did we get any cobalt over here? This is the input. Where's our output? I believe it's over here. We are getting some cobalt. Perfect. Let's refine it in the metal refinery forever. Yeah, because that's a 1-to-1 ratio. Metal refineries are very good for industrial saunas because of how hot they get. Right now it's in some sort of liquid, which is providing a good amount of heat transfer. Underneath, next to that, is also metal tiles and the temp shift plates made out of sedimentary rock. Obviously, this is not a perfect setup, and it's going to change as soon as we want to get rid of, not get rid of, but break into the volcano. As soon as we break into this volcano, we'll get rid of the one down here so we can actually look at it. Because I think it's one of these two tiles. Maybe it's this one. Alright, so this is dormant right now. We can't analyze it until it's all open, right? I don't want to hold on to magma or anything else. Not while we've got like a plastic ladder right here. Okay. So the next step is going to be, why don't we just put these here temporarily, and then everything. And then all this as well, right? And then now is a good time to put the Pacu feeder in here, wherever that may be. Well, let's get a water fort, yeah? 1, 2. Those are not powered yet. How much power do we have? 360. Okay, 1, 2. Yeah, that's not going to be a lot of power at all. Let's actually make it look nicer than that, yeah? Water fort. Okay, under and... Ay, ay, ay. Come on, what are you doing, Dom? There we go. We have 2 water forts. We need... Where is that? Is it under the regular base? Where is it? No, the critter feeder. Where are you? I don't see critter feeder in here. Fish feeder. There we are. Okay, we're gonna deconstruct you. And then we need shipping, right? So let's do... shipping. Conveyor. And then this is going to drop eggs over there. Let's get rid of you. You're not going anywhere. So I'm going to drop eggs in this room. Maybe they'll drop more eggs when they're inside of here. I don't really know, but either way, I'm okay with that. Egg. So we want the fry eggs. We want the gulp fry eggs. We want the fry egg regulars. What do we got? What do we got here? We've got Sweeto eggs. Perfect. Let's look at how's this going. Okay, we don't need to allow manual use anymore. We have a lot of cobalt sent over there. Let's change the priority of all this stuff to like a 9 so we can get our diamond. Right. And then a couple other things we want to do over here is we want to open up and see what these are. If we get a researcher over here, we'll get some database entry. That would be really helpful. Can't inspect those. Maybe we'll work on getting to these individual fossils. There's a lot of germs right there. Kind of scary, actually. Take a look at germs. Icky. Zombie spores. Yeah, that sounds terrifying. Oh, there's diamond right here as well. Yeah, we're gonna need to break this open, everyone. That's gonna be fantastic. I'm so excited. I don't know about everybody else, but this is huge. We can go down as well, and then just open up one side so we can see what this is. Okay. Alright, so we made a bunch of Atmos suit docks. Did we provide power? We did not. One. Right, and then also oxygen. We already have oxygen coming up here, so this is actually very helpful that we can do this. Okay, we aren't sending this carbon dioxide anywhere anymore, are we? It's going down, over, and stopped. Okay. How warm is that carbon dioxide getting? 20 degrees right now. Where are we sending that? Okay, so what I want to do is go to gas. It's at 28.6 degrees. And it's a little bit warmer here. But this is all getting more and more temperate. It's probably going to get much colder. So I think this is going to be a constant amount of heat. So maybe let's push it back in that direction. What if we do some radiant gas pipe? Do some cobalt maybe? Yeah. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat up this carbon dioxide just a smidge. I don't know if they're going to be able to reach that, but we'll have to wait and find out. And then we are going to send this back up. That's natural gas, so we can't mess with this pipe right here. And I think that natural gas has been turned off because it's not connected. There we go. Let's look at the temperature. It is pretty warm. That might be part of a problem that we have too. The problem is that's going like through the base, right? So what we're going to do is cut that off temporarily and find another route to get that all of the way up here. Or instead of up here, maybe even over here, we can put those, right? Yeah, let's get this area ready. Oh, they're using that one. Yeah, I think this will be better if we move all the power production away from this location and just move it down here. I'm done with these power stations. I only needed it for the achievement, which we've completed a while ago. And then the only other part to this we're going to need to take care of is we need to have a reservoir made for the water that drops below. The only other reason we need the gas is for the range. So maybe what we do here is we make some insulated pipe out of igneous rock. There we go. Yeah, that's probably the best way to go, at least until we move stuff properly. Let's get rid of all this extra pipe that we don't need. Oh my gosh, all this water. All the extra water, I should say. Let's mop that last part up. Yeah, this is starting to look really nice now that we've removed the weird Pacu farm. And then we want food. We want the fish feeder here so they eat, right? All right, everyone, we need you to mop this up, please. So we're in the middle of the episode, and one of the things that I wanted to say is I am truly thankful for all of you that have provided all of the support. I honestly never thought how far we would go with the community growing as quickly as it is. We have a lot of people that have provided such good insight, and we have a lot of people that just continue to provide more and more. Truly thank you all for being a part of the community. Again, we are going to just continue to grow, continue to play Ani and even any other games that are possibly similar. Let me know what you guys think about other games, if you have any specific requests, or if there's maybe a specific game mode on Oxygen Not Included. I know there's a lot of mods that are possible, so that provides quite a bit of opportunity, right? So just let me know what you think about that. But again, the main thing I wanted to do was just provide or give my thanks to the community, because you guys are awesome. It inspires me to continue making content, and it's still an enjoyable experience. I'm having a wonderful time growing and learning new things and how to keep everybody from being bored, right? The last thing I want to do is to bore everyone to death, so I'm thankful for all the help. Thank you so much. Anyways, let's continue on. We're going to keep mopping up the extra amount of water we have here, since it's a little much, right? You know what we could do? Why don't we just turn all those into mesh tiles, and then nothing will get... this will just even out probably, instead of us having to mop it all. Kind of like this tile right here. That reminds me. Oh my goodness, why didn't I think about it before? We have something really cool that I've never used before. We have some storage tiles that we can use. 1, 2. this is going to be a good test to see if we can actually access those even with stuff on top of them, right? And then the last thing in this room that we need is a bed. We fit a comfy bed down here, and then maybe, I don't know, one of these, an arrow pot. There we go. Yeah, that should be good, right? Actually, you can take this arrow pot and put it right in the center, and that counts as the entire room. Okay, let's go back out here. Yeah, see, it evened out the floor. Let's check on Dom, make sure he's okay. He looks okay. We're gonna add diamond and database entry research. Make sure cobalt is not on here anymore. We have a bunch of cobalt over there. Are we on recreation time? We probably are. Okay, let's come back up here. And, okay, these are overflowing. We can deconstruct them and create our... yeah, we have a little bit extra, to be honest. But that's alright. Yeah, what we'll do is we're just gonna add 2 more insulated tiles and break it open and then drop this in here. There's about a little less than 1,000 in each of them, so this should be fine. Deconstruct the next one, and that should drop it just enough. Okay, now we need to pause it for a moment. Radiant pipe, let's go to cobalt, and then we want this to go over in a Z pattern, right? So we'll go the other way and then go down with insulated pipe. There we go. I think that's how it's gonna work. Perfect. Made it a little bit bigger. I mean, I don't think it's gonna mess with it too much. It's gonna get so hot that all of that is gonna turn into steam, right? So we should be fine with that little extra amount. Please do not get stuck in there. Perfect. Alright, what else do we have going on here? We have a lot of water over here. We could probably mop that up. It's probably from the heat, right? So this is partially why we want to turn all this and cool it off. These are probably not doing anything, so let's get rid of those. We had another area with them. Yeah. We don't really need the oxygen to come through here anymore. This was just a test to see if we can cool down the area. So what we'll do is break this open and then go back down here. There we go. Give us some materials back. Yeah, that looks cool, right? Yeah, we'll leave that alone. I don't want anything to break. How's this looking? Everything's looking pretty good, I think. Yeah, let's look at the germs. See, there's no germs. I think if it does come out with germs in the pipe, the radiation from the wheezewort just removes it. So I think that is working to our benefit. Let's get rid of that. Okay, let's move up to here. How is that looking? It's not terrible. Down and down. Right? And then we don't need to change that. All we need now... I hope we can do this. Let's do... Power. Steam vent. We can just make it out of copper. Let's hope this works. I think it will. We've had some pretty good setups that we've learned from since the beginning of this. So I think this is going to be very easy to just transition over to. Because if we look at the other piping, all we have to do is stop it here and go up. And then we'll pause it, cut the flow off, and then readjust it, right? That's just what we'll do when this is all complete. Man, this is why I love this game. There's so many cool things. We got some blueprints. Wow, I should have noticed that earlier. I'm so sorry. Let's open them up. Wow, some Wheezewort glitter. Okay. All available blueprints have been claimed. We've got 2 more coming pretty quick. Wow, look at that food. It's going up and up and up. What do we have a lot of? Mushroom, Pacu fillet. Okay. Alright, let's look. Let's come back down here. No output. What has no output? Oh, no gas input. Oh, okay. Let's get rid of the bridge. Gas bridge that's just laying there. What do we have here? This is going directly to the natural gas geysers. But I think we're doing okay without it. Kind of. Okay, new principle. What do we got? Barbecue. I should have done that on the other one. Yep, definitely should have done it on the other one. Okay, so I don't know where 2 of our Pacu went, so we're gonna move 2 of the regular Pacu fries over here. So we have 5. Let's look at this room. It's just a miscellaneous room. I wonder if that does or doesn't. Why that doesn't count. That's very interesting that that doesn't count as a. Oh, it's because there's no like grooming station. But why would you need a grooming station in here? I don't know. I'm not really worried about it. It's totally fine to have it like that. What do we have here? Extra piping we can get rid of. Oh, all this is filled with water. Let's alleviate this issue. We do need more crude from over here, but 4 over there, but that's okay. We're not there yet. Worn Atmos suit. That is the issue. Okay. Let's make an Atmos suit. There we go. So all this is turning into insulated tiles. We will need to go up to be able to reach these. Yeah, this looks like a little bit extra. We could probably change this stuff around, but that's okay. Alright, what is going on here? Oh, this water is getting so cold that it's doing that. Alright, let's pause. Plumbing overlay. Let's cut the pipe here. And cut the pipe here. Right? Cut the pipe here. We also need to cut it here. And then what happens is this is going up. So we go back and then we go over and over. Right? Actually, what we should do is let it go through it a little bit. That way we fill the entire loop and then we close it off once the loop is set. Once every single one of these is filled up, then I think we will be fine. Oh. Okay, good. We made that out of steel. Made that out of gold. And that's out of copper. Okay. Okay, now that's going to send it back and going through. And then once it hits the last part, right there, now we cut this here and here. And we go over and over. And just like that, we have moved into 2 separate cooling loops. Man, that is so cool. I love that you can do that. Okay, let's look at the temperature. See, this is getting really warm really fast. We should probably add a regulator somewhere. Let's open this up and let's put a regulator inside of this. Otherwise it's just gonna loop forever, right? Oh wait, no, not that close. We want it to go. Let's turn off the power temporarily and get this power back. We want to put automation on this plumbing, right? Otherwise, if we don't, it's just gonna go forever and ever, and that's not okay. So we want a liquid, which is in plumbing, a thermosensor, and it's gonna be going out. So probably right here. Yeah, that should be fine. Making it out of copper, and then an automation wire. Let's go over and up, right? So hopefully we just deconstruct this temporarily and that'll be fine. I mean, we have some time for it to get to its -degree temperature, but we really need to make sure that this does not overheat everything. Okay. What else did we break? Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Is there gas? No. Okay. For some reason there was igneous rock and sandstone there. I don't understand why. Let's move that up here. Move that up here. Change that to a priority 9. Change these to priority 9. Perfect. Okay, let's look at the water down here. How did this turn out? Mesh tile. Otherwise we'll never get that back. Look at all this oxalite. I mean, it's not a crazy amount, but it would be good enough to put inside our chamber that we have up here. I think the only thing I'm missing, we might not be able to make that. The only thing that I'm missing is carbon dioxide is going to need to be taken care of. Otherwise it's just going to sit in here. I have to think about that. Alright. We'll come back. We'll come back to that. Everything else is going on. Hey, another blueprint. Here we go. Okay, some Pep Rally sports gloves. I dig it. I can dig it. Let's mop this up, please. Okay, is all that done? It is. Let's see, what was this set to? This one was set to -60, and we're going to do the same here. So that's going to keep that up and going. We're going to do the same thing. Turn that back on, and then now that should be fine. We want this to start going as soon as it has the capability, and we want this done so that way the steam is encased. Come on, dupes. Where are you at? Okay. Were they able to move those? I think they were. Yeah. Alright, so that should be done, right? Alright, it is done. Let's look at the temperature. The water's getting nice and warm. Oh man. Oh, that is really warm. Iron to steel. Turn that off. Okay. So we want to move some of this stuff around. And by some of this stuff, I mean a lot of the stuff. Coal generators. See if you look at the temperature over here, it's pretty toasty. Let's start making this nice and cut off from the rest of the base. Wait, that's the only way they've been going over there. So this is where we are going to create. We want to do buildings only. Leave the wires. One, two, three. This is going to be our entrance exit to over here with the Atmos suits. Oh, we might not be able to do that depending on how much is on each of these. It might be okay though. Oh, yeah, we might just need to adjust it. It should be okay. Let's get rid of these buildings here, and this one here. And then we will probably add a liquid lock right there. No, we won't be able to do a liquid lock because of the power cable. The only way to do that would be to add it like that, but nah. Maybe if we went up a tile, that might be the way to do it. Yeah, we'll go up a tile. Totally fine. Let's move that over and grab fire pole, bring that down, all the way down. Right? This way, we can do our liquid lock. I'll put you here. It might look interesting, but we'll get it done. You know what I should just do? I should just move this over. Instead of making this so crazy and difficult, let's just move this over a smidge. Like, it's not going to be a big deal. And then we go wires. Move this over. Yeah. Nobody gets stuck. That is the worst. There we go. So this should be perfectly fine. We'll have a liquid lock on the other end. We'll do that in a moment. Let's do some plumbing. Move this over. Okay. We will move this, remove that, and then put the plumbing right there so we can drop off all of the weight. Here's what we'll do instead. We will do it above there. Plumbing here. Perfect. And then stations. Dock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Can't imagine more than 6 duplicates over here at the same time, right? Alright, how's this looking up here? Let's take a look. Look at our temperature. Okay, this is getting pretty toasty, but that's fine. This is getting in the negatives. It wasn't in the negatives before, but it is now. So if we look at the radiant liquid pipe using cobalt, thermal conductivity is 200, right? And that's on using cobalt. If we look at the gold, 120. So that's not that great. And the heat capacity is 0.129. What is the... Yep, it's 0.42, which is more, right? And then where's some steel? There's steel right here. 108 and 0.49. So the thermal conductivity with cobalt is way higher. That's why in the comments we listened to some of our friends that provided very valuable input when it came to all that. Grabbing the... Pretty easy to do, grabbing the extra cobalt and sending it over. Okay, how is this temperature? Temperature is going down. I'm actually going to close this up and let this just overpressure. We don't need the water right now. We're doing just fine without it. And we have water here, right? So we could totally add this into here. It cooled off from what it was before, which is good, right? This is all pretty temperate from all the water that dropped in from right here. This will probably equalize the area, and eventually all of this will get nice and toasty. Let's make a ladder. See if this will work. I don't want to deconstruct it. I just want to make that. Can they get to there from there? I hope so. And then we'll get rid of it, and then they'll make what we need. Yeah, that's totally fine. Awesome, awesome, awesome sauce. Well, we made something out of steel right here. Not sure what it was. Alright, so now what are we gonna put here? If it's gonna get super hot, we would probably rather have oil or something of that nature. Yeah, we should probably do oil. So we'll wait for the oil. Alright. All this is starting to get sectioned off pretty nicely, actually. Is that natural gas getting up there? It's not yet. Now it will. We at least wanted to keep most of this in insulated pipe, right? That was the goal. And it worked. Hydrogen in this deep freezer has not changed. 3,096 grams in both of those. That's what we wanted. Okay, we're getting natural gas in there. This might get warm, but we could try to cool it down if we wanted to. Let's come back up here, take a look at the temperature. Okay, the ethanol is getting less than -1 degrees Celsius, which is way colder than it was before. Right? So this stuff should start to get colder. It should. We can get rid of these since we're not even going to bother with the Wheezeworts anymore in this section. Right? But once all this gets super cold, yeah, we're in for a treat. I think we'll go with -80 instead, since this stuff can go to -111, 114.1. So that gives us enough of a buffer in the temperature to allow us to cool it even further. And we're not just cooling the oxygen, we're cooling both the hydrogen that's coming back and forth in here. If we look, you can see the hydrogen is in insulated pipe here, and then it's not insulated anymore. It's really starting to cool this stuff down again. We're down below 50 degrees, which is what we want. Let's see, what did we get? A plug sluglet. I mean, I don't know if we need that right now. We could just do that on the other asteroid. We'll give them another plug sluglet since they're over here. Then it'll have some friends. It's not by itself, right? Animals like companions. They don't like being by themselves. What do you do? Oh, they eat chlorine and make bleach stone. Yeah, we don't need that. Not right now, at least. How are we doing in the Atmos suit? Oh, wonderful. We are getting diamond. Yes! Okay, and then the problem with making... What is it, that oil reservoir on these? The problem that you run into is it gives off natural gas. That's partially why we did a liquid lock right here. Let's see. Oil well. Right, so it requires water and it gives us crude oil. Or is it the other? What am I thinking of? Something gives off... Overheat temperature 2000. Okay. -20. Excellent radiant shield. Thermal conductivity. We will need... Yeah, we'll try this one. It's going to need water, but I think what I was thinking of is power... Was it petroleum? Carbon dioxide and polluted water when it takes in regular water. There was something that produces natural gas. I'm trying to remember what it was. I thought it was the oil well, but apparently it's not. Let's see. Let's go to base. No. It's none of those, that's for sure. So converts either petroleum or ethanol into power. Okay, so this is why we want a petroleum boiler for the petroleum generator, right? Okay, so that doesn't give us natural gas like I thought it does. I think it's a different The polymer press. Carbon dioxide, steam, oil refinery. This is what it was. I figured it out. Okay, so converts crude oil into petroleum and natural gas. That's what I was thinking of. So if we have this down here, then you would get natural gas and petroleum out of it. But what we're going to do is we're going to just pump this oil directly into the pipes going to the main asteroid, and then that is going to go right to the petroleum boiler that we are going to set up all the way up here with the volcano that is dormant, right? Actually, let's click on this. 254.1 kilograms a second at 1700 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that is dangerous. That is super dangerous. Anyways, that is why we need to move all of this stuff out of this area. Otherwise, it's going to get so hot, everything is going to melt, and we do not want that either, right? So, let's see. We can start moving the power generators over, which I think will be the next step. Let's finish off this right now. We're just keeping track of how cold this is stuff getting. We need to mop up that extra amount of water. Let's mop all of this up. Oh, there's a bunch right here. Okay. We'll do a little bit faster. How about that? There we go. So we did a lot of good things in this episode so far. We've gotten a lot of things accomplished. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Let's continue to do that. Nothing. Oh, you have soggy feet because you went in there. Why would you go in there? Don't understand. Right. Why don't we pick up some of these and we'll move over all of this stuff. Sorry if you hear my cat. She is trying to get into the closet at the moment. She's very smart. Let's see here. We'll slow it down. I'm gonna have them pick up everything that's on the ground. That is about it for this episode, everyone. I think we've got a good amount of things accomplished that we wanted to. I might be changing the amount of time that we have per episode, closer to an hour and a half. I feel like with the amount of things that we have to get done for these achievements, it might be necessary to do that. But let me know your thoughts, your comments, and suggestions in the comments below. That's it, everyone. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.